What am I making? I'm gonna make me a little dipping sauce, but I'm not gonna tell you why yet. Hi, this is Tina, the girl in the garden. Today I'm in the kitchen. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I'm gonna get started. And I already chopped up I don't know if you can see them in there, a teaspoon of minced red onions, a tablespoon of dill pickle, and a teaspoon of dill pickle juice. And I think it's a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. I think it's, well, I'll have the recipe below. But I'm gonna get this combined because I need to let it sit so I can show you what we're doing with it. All right, I made this for a dipping sauce. I'm gonna let it chill and mingle and get to know each other for a little while. And then we're going to take something that my dad used to make us, retro snack for me, or it could have been a retro quick lunch for me. And I'm gonna try to elevate it in several different ways during this video. This will be the first way. So I'll be back to show you. Moving on to our next dipping sauce. I kind of want to do a Thai peanut chili sauce. These are the only ingredients that I could find that I thought would work. Of course, we have a Thai peanut satay, and then I have a crunchy chili onion and a chili garlic sauce. I'm probably going to try it with both. A couple of teaspoons of the satay with a teaspoon of chili garlic sauce, and then another one same way but with the crunchy chili onion. Let's take a look. All right, the crunchy chili onion has a sweeter, more pronounced peanut butter flavor, while this one with the chili garlic sauce is that garlic really comes through and cuts down on some of the sweetness and the peanut butter flavor. I think I'm going to keep them both. All right, let's move on to the next. Our next dipping sauce. 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard. I wanted to use Dijon, but I guess I don't have any left. 1 teaspoon of maple syrup. Let me get to measuring and mixing. All right, this is what it looks like. Let me take a little taste. My hands are clean. I washed. Interesting. Let's get it in the fridge and see if we have any more dipping sauces to make. For our next dipping sauce, we're going to do, I'm going to cut this in half. So I'm going to give you the full recipe though. A cup of fresh cilantro. I'm using frozen. 1 jalapeno. I don't have any, so I'm using a little bit of my jalapeno salsa. A garlic clove. 1/4 cup mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of, I'm gonna have to shred that, tablespoon lime juice. I don't have lime juice either, so I'm gonna use lemon juice, and a tablespoon olive oil. Since I don't actually have jalapeno, I'm gonna use this jalapeno oil. And then a little bit of salt to taste. Let's start getting it chopped, mixed, and whatever else we need to do. And that looks like a big fat flop. So I'm actually going to make a second batch, and I'm not even going to try to half it. That was ridiculous. And if I still don't like it, you know, maybe my dogs will like it. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything in there the dogs can't have. All right. I'm now going to move on to a curry ketchup. So ketchup, curry, brown sugar, and then white vinegar or apple cider vinegar, and a pinch of chili sauce. So let me see if I can get that made. We are making our last dipping sauce. This is called comeback sauce, and here's all the ingredients. And I will put the recipe for this down below. I don't think I have to make any well, the only thing is this, the mustard should be Dijon. I don't have any, like I said earlier. And okay, what we're doing with all these dipping sauces, sorry, the coffee pot's going, is I'm going to take something that my dad used to make for us when we were kids. It would be either a quick lunch, sometimes it could be a snack after dinner as we watched the Disney Family Hour or whatever it was called. Basically, all he did was he took a cold hot dog, put it on a tortilla with some cheddar cheese, rolled it up, and warmed it until the cheese melted. So I'm going to show you that. I am going to elevate these hot dogs in a couple of ways and give you some ideas for some quick, easy meals. As the holidays approach, we got shopping to do, we still got to work, we need to save money. The kind of hot dogs I buy a box at a time. There's 40 in there. It's about 55 cents per hot dog. So I don't know that I can get meat any cheaper. And I believe they're all beef. I'll double check again, but I'm pretty sure they're all beef. Made by Alpine Company in Stockton, California. All right, let me get to mixing. I forgot to tell you about one of the other ingredients. Hot sauce also went in it. We have Cholula, that's what I used. And that's our dipping sauce. Next up, I'm going to grab cheese, tortillas, and cold wieners. Okay, here's all of our wonderful sauces we made. Let's see if I can tell you which is which. That's our All-American. That is our Latin America Aji Verde, if I'm saying that right. And then we've got the Thai peanut sauce chili, which I made with two different types of chilies. We have our curry ketchup. We have our comeback sauce and our maple Dijon dip. These all are from different areas of the world, and I'll give you some of that information towards the end. But we're going to get started, and we're going to start tasting our dips. So I've got my hot dogs, my tortillas, my cheddar cheese. Okay, I'm going to get a plate, and I'm going to get my hot dog on there. That's it. A flour tortilla, some shredded cheese, and a cold wiener. I'm going to put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Okay, cheese was melted, so I just rolled it up, and there you can see there's some condensation on the plate. I'm going to give it a second, and I'm going to slice it into bites, so each bite I can taste one of the different sauces. Okay, they didn't cut very well, and that noise you hear is my son making cold brew. Okay, so we still got our stuff over here. The first one I am going to try is going to be the All-American. It's a mustard pickle onion sauce. It's supposed to be known for being tangy, creamy, savory with a little crunch and zip. It has mayonnaise, mustard, pickles, and red onions in it. Let's take a little bite. You know what? I think I'm going to use a fork. Or maybe I don't need to. I probably should have mixed these up a little bit, huh? That is good. Sorry, I'm still chewing. All right, next we're going to try, I would do this all day long on my little easy snack. You don't have to do dips. This is a retro snack or a quick lunch my dad used to make me. I'm just trying to level it up, and there's lots of combinations. So maybe this is a good part to tell you that I'm kicking off Frankfully November. Yes, Frankfully November. I'm trying to think about what month is it. And I'm going to be showing you lots of different things to do with hot dogs. All right, so this one's about ready to fall out, but I'm going to take it anyway. And next we're going to concentrate on our dipping sauce from Latin America called, I think it's ají verde. Spicy, creamy green sauce with a kick. Jalapenos, cilantro. This was the one that I had to do some exchanges with. And remember, I said, oh, this is a disaster. I didn't have enough cilantro to redo the whole thing. So I just added to this and realized I had a small Cuisinart because I thought it wasn't enough to put in the big one. And I saw that. I'm like, let's do that. So that's what I did. So I'm hoping that it turned out. My son's getting in the action. I only made one hot dog. We're going to have these for lunch. Tastes like green one. Maybe you can do another wrap for me while I continue to taste. Okay. Again, I'm still chewing. That was good. To me, it almost tastes like horseradish. Very light, mild horseradish. But that's good. I got one fly in here trying to fly around. Okay, this is our Asia sauces. Our two different peanut ones. And I'm going to taste them both. I don't know if I can get... Well, let's see. You know what I don't know? Well, I'll be able to tell. The one with the chili onion does not break down the sweet flavor of the peanut butter, and the one with the chili garlic does. So let's see which one this one is. That's good too. I really expected not to like some of these. You could probably only do that for 20 seconds, so I think I did it a little too long. All right, let's do this one. I guess I should show you what I'm doing. Now that they've set, I'm not sure I can tell a difference. Plus, I should probably be drinking water or milk in between these to get the other flavor out, huh? I think this is the one with the chili garlic. That's what I think. All right. Next up is the curry ketchup. I do not like curry. And this is from Europe and the Mediterranean. And this says German style. Curry ketchup, Germany. So we'll see what this tastes like. So I'm not getting very much because I'm afraid I'm not going to like it. I do not like it. I am not a curry fan. If you're a curry fan, you'll probably like it. I'll have Kyle taste it. He likes curry.
I like it.
You do? He does like it. So, it is just me. All right, now we're going to do the comeback sauce. I've heard about comeback sauce at different restaurants. I've never had it. I didn't know what it was, so I looked it up, and it's from the southern U.S. But it looks like Thousand Island dressing. That's pretty good. I still got some of that. Some of the curry flavor in my mouth. Ooh, but it's good. The last one says it's from Canada, and it's a maple Dijon dip. And I don't think I'm going to like it because has maple syrup in it. I like maple syrup, but I don't necessarily like it mixed with mustard, I guess. It's okay. So from the beginning to the end, I would rank these. I don't know if I have enough room on here. I'm trying to scoop bowls around, put them in the order that I like them. Well, the all-American sauce is first. The comeback sauce is second. This one, which I was worried about, actually tastes pretty good. That's third. My fourth would be the two peanut sauces. My fifth choice would be this maple Dijon, and I would not want curry ketchup again. Excuse me. I think I should have completely swallowed before I started talking again. All right, so now you're thinking, wait, you're done. I'm not done. So this is dad style. I have made these for my son throughout his entire life, and there's one more step that I like to do. So we're going to do that next, and again, we're going to taste it with all of our sauces. All right, we've got two more hot dog cheesy tortilla wraps. They've been microwaved for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to show you how I like to level these up before I thought about the dips, I guess, or the sauces. But this is what I will do. Yep, I'm going to fry them. I love fried flour tortillas. Everything is hot and the cheese is melted, so these do not take very long. I'm just looking for them to get a little bit browned. All right, can you see the color there? You don't want the oil too hot because you don't want them to burn, but you need to hot it up that you can get it browned without soaking up a lot of grease. Yay, here's our fried tortilla hot dog cheesy wraps. And we're going to dip them in a couple of the sauces, not all of them, and we're going to kind of see if it's still good. I imagine it will be, except for the curry ketchup. Oh, and another thing is, all the sauces I made yesterday, they've all been sitting for 24 hours. I did taste them right after I made them, and then, of course, again, today I tasted them. There is a difference in the flavor, so you might want to make yours 24 hours ahead. Okay, I'm going to try the all-American sauce, the comeback sauce, and I was corrected to ají verde sauce. That's what I'm going to try mine on, but I just cut them in half and they're still super hot. So when you do yours, because you're going to want to, let them cool before you bite into them. You don't want to get burnt. All right, I got me a little piece here, and I'm going to dip it in here first. I just love them with the fried tortilla. And really, that's the only flavor that changes. Obviously, overall, the hot dog and tortilla is hotter because it just came out of hot oil. So, like I said, you do have to wait a little bit so you don't burn your mouth. But it doesn't change the flavor of the dipping sauce at all. And there's Kyle's going in for the ají verde. Do you think it changes it?
Not the flavor of the sauce. No.
Yeah. So it's still good, even my way. And now you're thinking we're going to wrap it up, but no, we're not. We got one more to try. So hold tight, because hopefully it's going to be so good it blows everybody's mind, including my mind. Mind. Okay, anyway. All right, let me get to getting that one assembled. We are on our last hot dog hack, snack, quick lunch. Depends on how much work you want to put into it, meal. Can you tell by my ingredients what I'm going to do or attempt to do? All right, we are going to attempt to make a Monte Cristo flavor profile. So let me see what I can do. First, we get our flour tortillas and our Swiss cheese. We've got our thinly sliced turkey and ham on both sides. All right, we've now topped it with our cold wieners. I got the skillet on, heating it up. Let's get these microwaved and get that cheese melty. Our egg wash. I dropped some in to see if it was ready. And our melted cheesy hot dogs. Let's get them in this egg wash and get them cooking. I'm just rolling around in the egg wash like I would some French toast. Here we go. It's kind of a quick process. Does not take long. So I'm going to try to get all the sides. And the other thing I did was I made sure I got a little bit of egg up where the seam was to hopefully get it to close and stay closed. It did not take long at all. So that's what they look like. And pretty much the cheese did not leak out the ends. Wow. But it's melty. We are going to forego, you know how they put powdered sugar on Monte Cristo sandwiches? We're going to forego that. We're not going to do it. And what we had opened was blackberry jam or jelly, whatever it is, not raspberry, which I think is what's traditionally used. These are still really hot. Give us a second for them to cool off, and we'll be tasting. All right, we're going to taste this. Let's hope it's not too hot. And then I think the whole idea is you just kind of dip it in the jelly. We did warm the jelly a little bit so it would be easier to, you know, run all over our hot dog. That is good. You want to try it in there? That was good. Sorry, I'm whispering to my son, but it's not a whisper. The jelly just has the right amount of sweetness. The texture isn't quite the same as French toast, but it's pretty delicious anyway. Whew. All right, folks, we've went through a lot of hot dogs or wieners and tortillas. I'm tired and I'm full. I don't know if I can eat another wiener. However, this is, I know I should have said this at the very beginning of the and I did not. We're going to do a Frankfully November. And it's going to be about using francs as a way to save money on some groceries, maybe. Maybe cut down on your cooking time. Easy recipes that you can do quick. Or maybe the kids can do it themselves. Right? And I do have a lot of egg left back there. We'll probably just fry it up for scrambled eggs. Anyway, so hopefully, now, again, the hot dogs I buy are Alpine. I buy a whole box at a time. There's 40 wieners in there. Comes out to 55 cents a hot dog. The tortillas we bought were a thing of, I think, 10 for $1.99. They were the cheapest I could find. We go through a lot of tortillas. So, depending on, you know, if you make your own dips and sauces, do you have the stuff on hand so you don't have to spend money? Can you do it quickly? Take all that into consideration. The next one will be on some sauces, dips that you might not even think that you have and you have around your house. So we're going to try to get creative there. We're going to try to make it even easier and faster. All right? We will see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you like this video and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe so you can see our next video on Frank. I can't even say it. Frankfully November. I can't even talk today. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I've eaten too much food here. So, I forgot what I was saying. Yes, subscribe so you can see our next video. Comment below, share with family and friends. And thank you for hanging out with us. This is Tina, the girl in the garden, and we'll see you next time. Bye.